consists equal parts of hard work and natural aptitude. A very good afternoon to our speaker, Mr. Neeraj Athavale, and all the students of IIEBM Batch 2224. I am Srushti Bamne, host for today's session. Welcome you all for this pre-induction program, Nurture Future for your batch. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce you to the speaker of today's session, Mr. Neeraj Athavale. Sir is an electrical engineer and an MBA graduate from NIT Trichy. He has completed a certified program in business management from IIT Bombay. He is a trainer in quantitative ability and has been training students in 2015. He focuses on a total aptitude-based approach throughout the training program with and without using formulas and standard methodologies. He has trained students for CAT, GRE, GMAT preparations for quantitative aptitude and also for the preparations of placement, campus placement. Sir has conducted campus recruitment training in institutes like International Institute of Information Technology, D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, JSPM, Siagat College of Engineering, and many more. Sir is also a visiting faculty in our college, IIEBM. I request Sir to take this session further and enlighten the students.
Which you had in the MBA Entrance Exams. So all the companies will be conducting aptitude tests, which will have 3 sections, that is quant, logical reasoning, and verbal, which was similar to what you had today in the morning. So that's what we are going to prepare for over the next period of time whenever we have lectures. And that's the last aim. Everyone is coming here with a hope of a great company, great placement. And that's why we start here in our college right from the beginning. So that by the time when the placements start, when the companies start coming, you are well prepared. Otherwise, it happens that after your CAT exam, after your other MBA entrance exams, whichever you have given, there becomes a big gap of 1.5 years or 2 years. And after that, you start giving the aptitude tests of the companies, and there you start failing. So after that, you realize that it's too late to start. So that's why we start early. And today, it was just an example for you to where you stand, and that will be a good motivation for you to start preparing from this starting week itself. Now, you might find many different aptitude topics which are very helpful for you in other subjects which you will be studying in your MBA as well. For example, many of you will be doing your MBA specializations in operations research. Some of you will be doing specializations in finance, HR, right? So percentage is a very important topic which will be there for everyone. For example, many students have a misconception that if you are from HR, there will be no need for aptitude. Okay, if you have that misconception, remove it immediately, because whenever you are a HR, whenever you join a company, you are discussing the salaries of your future employees or your current employees as well. They might negotiate with you, right? So if an employee comes from a different company and he is negotiating with you that I want a 20% hike, you should understand what do you mean by 20% hike, right? If you start using a calculator in front of the employee, then that looks bad. That gives a bad impression. So you should be able to do these things on Excel, on your calculator. Calculator पे किया तो भी चलेगा, लेकिन क्या करना है वो तो पता होना चाहिए, right? It's perfectly fine if you use calculator when you're in the company, but again, when you are preparing for aptitude tests, calculators are unfortunately not allowed in most companies. So that's why we prepare here for calculations without the need of a calculator. Okay, so we'll be learning Vedic maths techniques, which will be very useful for multiplications. We'll be learning how to find out squares, cubes, square roots, cube roots, all these things which we'll be learning. And as I said, percentage is one of the most important topics. In percentage, there is a concept known as fraction equivalent and percentage equivalent. How many of you remember this from your prep days? Anyone? Okay. So others will learn it. It's perfectly fine if you don't know it right now. we'll be learning the fraction equivalents, because those are the most commonly used percentage values which you will get in many questions. So instead of doing a calculation, okay, I'll just give you an example. If you are asked to find out, let's say 14.28 percentage of 56, 8, okay. Now he was able to get the answer as 8 because he knows the fraction equivalent. Others are still struggling, kaise karenge, kaise hoga, right? So that's the advantage of this fraction equivalence. 14.28 percentage, it is basically 1 by 7, okay. So 14.28 percentage of 56. Now you must have learnt in BODMAS, of का मतलब क्या होता है? Multiplication, right? So basically 14.28 upon 100 into 56 करना है. But instead of that, you can just replace 14.28 percentage by 1 by 7. So 1 by 7 into 56, you get the answer as 8, right? So there will be many such shortcut tricks which we will be discussing over the period of time. Now other important topics are, for example, time, speed and distance, right? In time, speed and distance, there are further subtopics as well, such as boats and streams. Now many students fail to understand the relative speed concept and the boats and streams concept. They get confused between that. But we will be practicing a lot. We have a lot of study material. We have a lot of online content as well, which you can solve. Okay. So that's what we'll be focusing on. One thing is that we need a lot of efforts from your side. This cannot be done only by teaching. You need to do practice a lot. So in quant, there are a lot of formulas, there are a lot of concepts. So apart from this, we also have the next concept, that is logical reasoning. Okay. Now in logical reasoning, do you remember what are the topics? Blood relations, okay. Directions, seating arrangements, correct. Coding, decoding, correct. What? Allegations. Allegations is in quant. Number series, Venn diagram, set theory, correct. Odd man out, analogy, और क्या बोल रहे थे? Arrangements, correct. Seating arrangements, perfect. Matrix, correct. Alphabetical series, numerical series, perfect. So all these things come under the section of logical reasoning. Now, how to differentiate between quant and logical reasoning? The differentiation is very simple. In quant, there are a lot of maths concepts, a lot of formulas. In logical reasoning, it is more related to common sense and simple logic. Okay. Now, you rightly said that one of the most important topics in logical reasoning is blood relations, right? And the most common mistakes which we do in blood relations is that we assume genders. Okay. For example, if you are speaking and if you are given that A is a teacher, for most of us, we directly assume the gender of A as A is a female person, right? But in specifically blood relations topics, do not assume any gender. Okay. For example, A is a doctor, A is an engineer. Subconsciously, depending on your gender, we tend to assume the genders of that profession. Okay. So girls might assume that A is a doctor, so A is a female. Boys can assume that A is a doctor, so he is a boy, male. Right. So the first thing, do not assume any gender for blood relations. Okay. Now apart from that, we also assume some things depending on the relation as well. Okay. Now for example, A is the son of B. So how is B related to A? Right. Right. That's what I wanted to point out. You made the mistake that you assumed B as male. Right. B could be mother as well. Right. So this is the common mistake. With practice, you will reduce these mistakes, and in the final exam, you will not do it. That's what we want. Right. So in blood relations, this is one of the most common mistakes. Another common thing is that in blood relations, there are many gender neutral relations. Can you tell me any gender neutral relations? Anyone? Cousin, correct. A is the cousin of B, right? So we don't know the gender. A is the parent of B. So A is the parent. So A could be mother or father, right? So there are a few gender neutral relations as well. So you have to be very careful. Parent is there, cousin is there, sibling. Can you tell me what's the difference between cousin and sibling? Okay, siblings are direct, real brothers sisters, right? लेकिन इंडिया में ये बहुत मुश्किल होती है क्योंकि हम कजन्स को भी इंट्रोडक्शन देते वक्त स्पेशली इन हिंदी और मराठी और वट एवर योर लोकल लैंग्वेजेस, दूसरे किसी को इंट्रोड्यूस करते वक्त हम ऐसे नहीं बोलते कि वो मेरा चाचा का बेटा है, ये बोलते कि हम ये मेरा भाई है, ये मेरी बहन है, राइट? सो दैट्स वेयर यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल इन एग्जाम्स when you're translating from bhai behan to English language. You cannot directly do it as brother and sister. If it is the child of a auntie or uncle, then it has to be cousin. Now luckily in Hindi Marathi there are a lot of relations, different relations, such as chachi, mami, और क्या होता है बुआ, मासी, right? So we have 4 relations. But in actual logical reasoning questions, all this will come under one thing, that is aunt. अगर difficult question करना है तो it will be subdivided into maternal aunt or paternal aunt, right? But most of the times this will not be asked, it will only be until aunt. Okay, so you have to be very clear about the relations, the names of the relations, English relations. Okay, don't just depend on the Hindi or whatever local language you have, mother tongue is there. You should know the English language relations. Okay, what other topics you said for logical reasoning? Number series. So number series में बहुत सारे cases हो सकते हैं. That is done only by trial and error. Okay, जितने आप practice करोगे उतना ही आपको final exam में आएगा. Okay, so we'll solve a few numbers. Okay, find out the next number. 32 wrong. So now because I have not given you options, there could be multiple logics. So आप जो आंसर बता रहे हो वो भी logic, it could be correct, but always remember the logic should be consistent for all the numbers. Okay, now if you are telling me any answer, tell me the logic behind that as well. If that is correct, we will accept the answer. Yes, 34, what's the logic? Huh? Okay, okay, okay. So his logic is that difference, first difference is 3, then the difference is getting multiplied by 2, that is 6. Okay, यहाँ पे difference है 4 and then 4 2s are 8. Okay, but assume that this is not there in the options, so think more. और क्या हो सकता है? What else could be the answer? $33, what's the logic? Sit down. हाँ बोलो. Okay. हाँ हाँ हाँ. Okay, so another logic, alternate difference. Okay, so पहले दो में, okay, I'll just write it down so if it's not understood by everyone. So यहाँ पे देखो, difference is 3, difference is 6, difference is 4. So now his logic was that this is alternate, 3 plus 1 4, so 6 plus 1 7. Okay, but still this is also not there in the options. What will you do? Think more. Any other logic? 37. Okay, what's the logic? Okay, just 33 वही logic बताया था. Maybe the logic is different. Okay. 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 So alternate numbers का difference बढ़ता जा रहा है. So another logic, right? Now जो भी आप logics बता रहे हो, all these can come in the actual exam. So that's why I said that this exam is based on trial and error. अगर आपने ये ऐसे क्वेश्चंस कभी सॉल्व ही नहीं किए तो randomly ये these logics cannot be immediately thought of in the final exam, right? So you should try and do as many questions as possible. But again, this is not the logic which I had in mind. So this option is also, this answer is also not there in the options. Think more. Yes, what's your answer?
So the answer could be 34, like
Okay.
the difference of this between 16 and 13 is 3.
Okay.
And 22 and 16 is 6.
Okay.
So it makes the multiples of 3, that 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6.
Okay.
And if it's coming 4,
Huh.
or the difference between 26 and 22, so like if we put 8, like 26
So
plus
4 twos are 8. Okay. Yes, I guess this was similar logic. पहले भी एक बार discuss किया था. Perfectly fine. So, but that's not there in the options. 33 भी नहीं है. Someone else, what was your logic for 33? What was your logic?
Third number difference is 9.
Okay.
Second and fourth number difference is 10.
Okay.
So third and fifth number difference will be 11 plus 11.
Okay.
So 22 plus 11 is 33.
Okay. ऐसा भी शायद किसी ने बताया था अभी. Right. Okay. So still not the relation which I had in mind. So all these options which you said, answers you said, they are not there in the answers options. Tell me क्या क्या अभी तक आपने बताए थे answers? 34, 33 और क्या? 37 भी नहीं है. 37 कैसे था? Plus 11. 22 plus 11 होगा ना? So 33 है. 33, right? Okay, any other logic you can think of? 30? 32, what's your logic? Okay. Okay, no. 31, what's your logic? Huh? Okay. Okay. So -1. Okay, no. Good attempt, but still no. हाँ अभी आप 43. What's your logic? Okay, I'll just come.
So 13 to 6 plus 3,
Hmm.
then 13 to 23 is a difference of 8. Then 13 to 26 difference of, then we
This
can
is
take,
9.
That's a 5. That
13 and 22, it is 9 difference.
means I am just assuming that there is a difference from 13 to, it's making me answer of 43.
No, if you're saying that 16 का difference ये 3 है, तो ये 22 minus 13, it will be 9. So maybe calculation थोड़ा
Maybe
change
between
होगा.
that,
Right.
I guess.
Check it. 31 is also wrong. So as I said, the logic should be consistent throughout. Anyone else? Anyone else? Now see the logic. It is again based on difference itself. So difference आपने निकाला, that's perfectly first step is correct. What's your answer?
So minus less term, so 27.
27. What's your logic?
So 3 और 6 का difference 3 का,
Okay.
और 6 4 का difference 2 का.
Okay.
1 हो सकता है, so 1 was reduced.
Okay. So plus 3 minus 2. So that's why I said, now आप सबका logic थोड़ा बहुत सही है, लेकिन it's not consistent, right? Yes, what's your logic? 29, what's your logic? 3. Okay. Okay. No. 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 No, no, no. Okay. Now, your first step is correct in most of the questions. If you observe number series questions, 90% of the questions, you will find some pattern in the difference. So, आपने ये किया है वो correct है, difference. But now observe, what's the multiplication of the digits of the first number? 3. What's the multiplication of the digits of the second number? Third number. So that's the logic. You will observe that's the difference. 1 3s are 3. So plus 3 किया. 1 6 are 6. Plus 6 किया. 22 आ गया. 22 2 2s are 4. Plus 4 किया. Right? So 26 आ गया. So what would be the next number? 38. 6 2s are 12. So you can see it's a consistent approach, a consistent logic, and that's how we get the answer over here as 38. Now there could be multiple logics जैसे अभी आपने बताया, but अगर वो option में नहीं है तो you should be able to think more. Okay, let's try another one. Okay. What would be the answer? Think.
So 5 minus 1,
Okay,
4,
very good.
then 19, then 9 minus 1, 8,
Okay,
then 28,
okay,
7 minus 2, then 32,
okay,
32 minus 3 minus 2, difference is 1.
okay, perfectly fine. So what's the final answer? 33. Okay. Now I can have two answers here, either 33 or 31 as well, depending on based on your logic as well. Very good logic. See here, why am I saying 31 is also possible and 33 is also possible? Second number, so 51 15 है, so units digit minus tens digit. अगर ये logic निकाला तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. So minus 1 add करेंगे तो it will become 31. Okay. So if we are using this logic, then the answer comes as 31. If we are using a consistent logic or a other different logic, that difference of digits, units digit and tens digit, तब difference आएगा 1. So we will add it because बाकी सारे cases में हम add कर रहे हैं. So answer will be 33. Okay. So it's all about options. Final options में क्या आएगा? So you have to be very focused on what options are there. Okay. No, both will not be there, and if at all they are there, then it's your bad luck. Okay. Or it's a good luck as well, because if you are able to prove that both are correct to the exam committee, then you will get answers for both. And आपकी वजह से बाकी सारे आपके दोस्तों को भी मिलेंगे जिन्होंने वो answers mark किए. This has happened a couple of times in the actual exams as well. Nowadays, many exams, after the exam is done, they release the solution and you have to give objections to the solutions. If you have a different solution apart from the which is given in the actual solution set, you will be granted the marks for that as well. Okay, so that's also possible. Okay, now as we discussed, there are many other topics as well in quant. Which are the most feared topics amongst you? सबसे डर किसका लगता है quant में? Time, speed, distance, okay. Time and work. Geometry lucky हो आप कि अब campus placements के लिए geometry का weightage बहुत कम होता है. Okay. PNC, permutations and combinations. Algebra, okay. AP, so progressions, okay. Simple and compound interest, okay. So we'll be covering all these topics over the period of time. Yes. So luckily अब geometry का सारा section, it is hardly asked क्योंकि उसमें ज्यादा फोकस रट्टा मारने पे होता है. अगर आपको फॉर्मूला ही पता नहीं है तो आप कुछ आगे कर ही नहीं सकते हो, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाई दीज कंपनीज आर नॉट जस्ट फोकस्ड ऑन योर by hearting all the formulae, they are focused on the applications. Okay, so some companies might ask questions based on geometry. For example, Asian Paints, Berger Paints. Now why am I saying that these companies will ask you questions based on geometry? Because they are painting, right? So painting का ये आपको wall दिया है, so wall का आपको area तो निकालना पड़ेगा, right? Wall area पे कितना paint लगेगा, उसका रेट क्या होगा? इफ यू आर एनी पर्सन इन द एशियन पेंट्स कंपनी, यू विल हैव टू डू द बेसिक कैलकुलेशंस बिकॉज इट्स इनटू पेंटिंग. सो सरफेस एरिया वाला कंसेप्ट आपको पेंट्स वाले कंपनीज में थोड़ा बहुत पूछ सकते हैं. बाकी कंपनीज में ज्योमेट्री, मेंसुरेशन इज द वेटेज इज क्वाइट लो. ओके, परम्यूटेशंस एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग टॉपिक. बहुत लोग वो टॉपिक पहले से ही ऑप्शंस में डालते हैं, right? But it is in fact one of the easiest topics if you know the basic things. Okay, and that's what we will be focusing on. We'll be focusing on the basic type of questions. उसके बहुत difficult questions हम solve भी नहीं करेंगे, don't worry. We'll be solving the most asked about questions. Okay, so for example, you will be asked something like this, that if you are given the digits 5, 6, 7, 8, the question could be asked as how many 3-digit numbers are formed, can be formed? No, that's wrong. 4C3 wrong. 4P3. Now 4P3 answer correct हो सकता है, because but it is not guaranteed that 4P3 ही होगा, because there are two types of questions in these things. Repetition allowed and repetition not allowed, right? अगर repetition not allowed है तो आपका आंसर करेक्ट होगा 4P3. okay, but repetition allowed है तो थोड़ा अलग अप्रोच यूज करना पड़ेगा. So that's why for these kind of questions we do not even learn the formula of permutations. This is a question based on permutations. Okay, now all of you, first of all, can you tell me what's the difference between permutations and combinations? Anyone? Yes? Okay. Okay. Very good. I guess since childhood in schools also we have been told this. लेकिन समझ में ज्यादा कुछ आता नहीं. We think that these are synonyms, right? एक एक और वर्ड हमने समझा है. Maybe these are simpler words, arrangement and selections. But conceptually, what's the difference? Someone else was also trying to tell. Conceptually, what's the difference between permutation and combination? Anyone? No? Okay, what's your name? Pardon? Mithlal. Meet. Okay, Meet. Sit down. Meet, who's your favorite actress? Actress? Katrina Kaif. Okay. So now if I say everyone understand the difference between permutations and combinations. If I say that Meet loves Katrina, does it mean that Katrina loves Meet? No. Unfortunately not. He is hopeful, he is saying maybe. But most probably she will not even know that you exist. Right? So this is in love. Order is important. Who loves whom? Right? But in other words, if I say that Meet is married to Katrina, can I say that Katrina is married to Meet? Meet is married to Katrina. It's the same thing as Katrina is married to Meet. Right? So that's the difference between permutations and combinations. Combinations में order important नहीं है. You can say anything. So combinations is like marriage. Okay? And permutations का best example है love. Order is important. Okay? So यहाँ पे how many 3-digit numbers can be formed? Right? Now tell me logically. So that's how you should identify, distinguish between if the question is based on permutations or combinations. हाउ मेनी 3-digit numbers? So यहाँ पे ऑर्डर इंपॉर्टेंट है या नहीं है? इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट? क्योंकि 567 अलग नंबर है और 576 अलग नंबर है. ऑर्डर इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट? So that's why we have to solve this question by the logic of permutations. Okay? Now combinations का best example है campus placements. Okay? Now if a company comes and recruits 5 people, it doesn't matter कौन से ऑर्डर में वो पिक कर रहे हैं. 5 लोग सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं. सो आई कैन से ABCDE या फिर BCAEADE. इट डजंट मैटर. पांचों लोग कंपनी में जा रहे हैं, प्लेस हो रहे हैं, पांचों लोग खुश है. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता ऑर्डर क्या है. इज इट क्लियर एवरीवन? That's the main difference between permutations and combinations. Okay. Now we'll be learning how to solve these kind of questions in detail when we do the topics. Okay. Now apart from this, there will be questions based on puzzles as well, where a data set will be given to you. बहुत सारे sentences में data दिए जाएंगे, hints दिए जाएंगे, and you have to form a table, matrix, and solve it. Okay. Now for those questions, one of the best thing you can do to practice is solve Sudoku. How many of you already solved Sudoku? Others start solving Sudoku. Others, everyone, do you know what is a Sudoku? Have you heard about it? I am sure, I guess every newspaper nowadays has Sudoku, right? You must have subscribed some newspaper, Economic Times, कुछ ना कुछ अब कॉलेज में आके हॉस्टल में आपने सब्सक्राइब किया होगा. Right? So every day solve Sudoku from the newspaper. Newspaper में अगर difficult आ रहा है, there are thousands of apps on your mobile phone as well. Download and do it. Okay? At least solve one Sudoku every day because that will help you a lot in understanding the logic. वही वैसे ही logic बहुत सारे puzzle questions में भी होता है. Okay? So try and do that thing. Another logical puzzle which you can do is Wordle. Have you heard about Wordle? WORDLE. It's an online puzzle. Anyone? No? It's a English language puzzle. Every day, no, not crossword. Every day one word is there. So it's not a game which you can play for hours. सिर्फ एक question आता है रोज. Okay? Just there are 5 letters in that word. Okay, you can type in the word and you have to predict. So that will help you in not only increasing your vocabulary but also increasing your logic as well. If time permits, we'll solve a Wordle today as well and Sudoku as well. So that helps us in understanding and developing a logical approach. Okay. Now another thing which many students struggle is profit and loss. Okay. Now profit and loss will also be a very important topic for most of you, especially marketing people. Okay. Now marketing people, when you are dealing with when your senior gives you a target and when you are very near to achieving your target, month end पे अभी भी आपको calls आते होंगे of sales employees that they need to complete the target, so they are giving heavy discounts and all, right? So the your senior might give you a limit कि आप इतना discount दे सकते हो और आपका target ये है. Okay, so all these things depend on percentage and profit and loss. So everything, most of your topics are dependent on percentage. So that will be focusing a lot. Fraction equivalents जो अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने discuss किए, that is a very important thing. Okay, so we'll start today with that thing, percentage and fraction equivalents, and that will help us a lot in our further calculations. Do you have any doubts regarding what the aptitude tests are and how the preparation would be? Any doubts? So how many of you gave the exam today seriously? Okay. And what about others? आपने ऐसे ही दे दी. Seriously दे दिया? टाइम नहीं था. क्यों? क्या हुआ? You faced any problem? Start late हुआ. Okay. So some of you faced a few problems, I guess. बट देन आगे टाइम नहीं था इसलिए आप सबमिट करना पड़ा. ओके, ठीक है. सो टुडे आई थिंक आई हैव द रिजल्ट एज वेल. Okay, who is Sonali Sharma? Atri, Aditya. Sonali, you are Sonali. Atri. Then Aditya. Kulgude. Kalgude. What's your pronunciation? Kulgude. Okay. Then Sanskriti. Okay. Zainab. Okay. Krushal. साथ में दिया था क्या? रीचा. रीचा असुदानी. ओके. ऋषिका तिवारी. क्या सारे उधर के ही है? And Vanchika. Who is Vanchika? Okay. So either all of you are brilliant or someone is brilliant. Okay. So no one is नहीं होगा, कोई तो होगा. हाँ, divide भी करो. So इसका मतलब they are all brilliant. At least they divided the work. Okay. So marks wise, so these are the top 10 people, top 9 people. Okay. So good. नहीं bottom का कुछ लेना देना नहीं. It's okay. So good work, guys, and carry on the good work. Okay. So be honest with yourself. जो भी करना है. Because in the eventual final placements, your friends won't be there to give the aptitude test. मान लो aptitude test crack भी कर लिया दोस्त के साथ, final interview तो आपको ही देना है. Okay. So be honest with yourself. आज के लिए it could be okay. Sit down, everyone. Okay. So now the next thing. So now we'll do. क्या कह रहे? आपका नाम क्या है? हाँ? नहीं, मैं अगर आपको चाहिए तो मैं आपका बता सकता हूँ. सौरभ. सौरभ भी है. 34 मार्क्स मिले. रैंक 10th ही है रैंक. Now let's see the next thing. Okay, now all of you, I am sure you know the basic concept. Some percentage of y. So x percentage of y अगर निकालना है तो कैसे निकालोगे? X upon 100 into y. Right? Now I'll give you around 4 questions. Tell me the answers for that. You can use your notebook. If you are able to do it orally, you can do it orally as well. Okay. Solve these 4 questions. Do not tell the answers loudly. Let others solve it as well. अगर आपका हुआ तो शांत बैठो. Done? Okay, what's the answer for the first one? 400. Correct. 32. Next. 216. What about the next one? 280. Now the trickiest or the lengthiest one is the last one. Right? But if you know the fraction equivalent, it's again very simple. Now further I'll be giving you the fraction equivalents of the percentages, and at that time you will understand it was very simple. Right now also I'll tell you 87.5% is basically 7 upon 8. Okay. Now eventually also you will be able to reduce it to 7 upon 8 because यहाँ पे हम करते क्या है? We basically do 87.5 upon 100 into 320, right? So 875 upon 1000 भी लिख सकते हैं हम, right? So अगर इसको 25 से डिवाइड किया तो ये रिड्यूस होके इवेंचुअली 7/8 ही आएगा. ओके, बट इफ यू नो इट डायरेक्टली आपका उतना ही टाइम बचेगा. नाउ हाउ मेनी क्यूब्स डू यू नो? क्यूब्स कितने तक पता है? 20 तक. वेरी गुड. 12 तक. ओके, व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? 6 तक, 7, 8. एटलीस्ट नो क्यूब्स टिल 10. आइडियली मिनिमम 12 तक होने चाहिए. नाउ व्हाई एम आई सेइंग 12? बिकॉज कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस होते हैं वेयर इट विल बी वेरी यूजफुल इफ यू नो द क्यूब्स टिल 12. ओके, सो रिमेंबर द क्यूब्स टिल 12. और स्क्वायर्स कितने पता है? 25 तक, 20 तक, 25 तक. ओके, 25 तक तो मिनिमम कर दो. That will help you a lot in the calculations. 25 तक squares, and one of the most important question, tables कितने याद है? 20 तक आता है या 20 का आता है? 20 तक आता है. All of you know, try and remember the tables at least till 20. तभी आपका कैलकुलेशन बहुत इजी हो जाएगा. Now I'll tell you a direct application of tables. टाइम स्पीड एंड डिस्टेंस में कन्वर्जन बहुत होता है, आपको पता होगा, राइट? कन्वर्जन कैसे करता है फ्रॉम किलोमीटर्स पर आवर टू मीटर्स पर सेकेंड? 5/18, राइट? सो वहीं पे देखो 18 का टेबल अगर आपको पता होगा तो कैलकुलेशंस बहुत फास्ट होंगे. अगर नहीं होगा तो आप पहले 3 से करोगे, फिर 3 से करोगे, फिर 2 से करोगे, ज्यादा टाइम जाएगा. 18 से डायरेक्ट करोगे तो बहुत जल्दी आएगा कैलकुलेशंस. ओके, सो बी केयरफुल. Now this is one type of question in percentage. Another type of question is A is what percentage of B. अब इसका मतलब क्या है मुझे बताओ. A is what percentage of B. इसका मतलब A upon B into 100 है या B upon A into 100 है. A upon B into 100. Right? Remember this everyone. कैसे आता है? अगर आपको ये blank out हो गया आप एग्जाम में, understand the logic. A. So I'll just write it down. ये कैसे आता है? Okay. Convert this into a simple thing. A is का मतलब है equal to x. What को मैं x लिख रहा हूं? X percentage of B. So इसका मतलब क्या है? आपको x की वैल्यू निकालनी है. So A is equal to x upon 100 because it is x percent. Of का मतलब है multiplication into B. So x की वैल्यू क्या आएगी? It will become A upon B into 100. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. Let's see the next. Now a few questions on this thing, everyone. Tell me the answers for these four. Done. Okay, what's the answer for the first one? 50, second one, 60, third one, 40, and fourth one. Okay, it's difficult, correct, perfectly fine. But now if you are able to identify the numbers, what is 144? Do you identify the number? 12 square. What is 1728? 12 cube. So इसका मतलब क्या होगा? It will be 144 upon 1728 into 100. So it is basically 1 by 12 into 100, right? So if you are able, so आगे मैं बताऊंगा ही fraction equivalents. Otherwise you can divide it straightforward. Eventually it is coming out to be 100 by 12, right? Can we reduce it further? 25 by 3, right? So straightforward divide करो. 3 8s are 24. So 8.33 आएगा. So this is nothing but the fraction equivalent of 1 by 12, 8.33. We'll be learning that in the next few slides as well. Okay. Now everyone tell me how to convert a percentage to a fraction. If you are given, let's say 60%. Simple, divide by 100, 60 upon 100 करना है. अगर आपको fraction को percentage में convert करना है, multiplied by 100, correct? Very simple thing. So divide by 100 करता है if you want to convert from percentage to fraction, and if you multiplied by 100 if you want to convert a fraction to a percentage. Okay. Now all of you write down these percentage and their corresponding fraction equivalents. इस पे आपके बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स हो जाने वाले हैं. There are a few fraction equivalents. ठीक है. Now invent your own tricks of how to remember these values. Okay. Now one hint I can give for 1 by 7. How to remember 1 by 7? 7 twos are 14 and 14 twos are 28. Right? 1 by 7. 7 को अगर 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो 14 आता है. 14 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो 28 आता है. So 14.28. Another important thing you should remember is the relationship between 9 and 11. 1 by 9 is 11.11 and आगे मैं बताऊंगा 1 by 11 is 9.09. Perfect. So write down these values. जितने ज्यादा आप याद रख सकते हो उतने रखो. Also, if you know the tables, that will also help you a lot in remembering the percentage and fraction values. Okay. So for example, अगर आपको कोई वैल्यू दी है 5 point something, तो इसका फ्रैक्शन इक्विवेलेंट क्या क्या हो सकता है? 17, 18, 19, राइट? क्योंकि 1 by 16 का 100 upon 16 करोगे तो 6 point आता है कुछ, right? So if you know the tables, you can do that thing as well. Okay. 6 point कुछ है तो दो ही options है, either 15 and 16. 7 point anything is there, it is only 13 and 14. Okay. So यहाँ पे देखो 8.33 है जो अभी हमने कैलकुलेट भी किया था. So as I told, find your own relations. Now how I remember 7.69 as 13, 1 by 13 is that, what is 13 square? 169. So उसका 69 यहाँ पे आखिर में है डेसिमल में. Okay, that's how I remember. यहाँ पे देखो 1 by 14, 14 यहाँ पे है डेसिमल के बाद. Okay. Now let's see the next one. Now these are not very necessary, so I'll just skip them. Now some multiples of fractions are also important. ये तो काफी आसान है. These ones. The most important ones are these. Write these down. Write the decimal fraction, decimal percentages specifically. So is this the first week in this campus? Second week. ठीक है. So you can see here 87.5 जो हमने एक बार डिस्कस किए थे, that is 7 by 8. 62.5 that is 5 by 8. 3 by 8 that is 37.5. Next one's very simple. 1 by 9 is 11.11. This one. Done with this slide? So no need of writing down all these, just remember how we are getting बेसिक है 1/9, उसको जो भी नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे दैट विल कम इन द न्यूमरेटर, डिनोमिनेटर में आएगा 9. ओके, नाउ यहां पे देखो, ये लिखने हैं तो लिख लो. दीज आर बेसिकली मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 9. 9 का टेबल है बेसिकली. अगर 45.45 है, now I am sure everyone knows the table of 9. It is 9 5s are 45, so therefore it becomes 5 upon 11. Okay, so that's how it is done. Now all of you, let's see the application. Solve these 6 questions. I'll give you 2 minutes. Take advantage of the fraction equivalents and get the answers. जो भी 9 मल्टीप्लाई, जो भी न्यूमरेटर आप लिखोगे, मान लो 4/11, तो 9 को हो जाएगा क्या है 36, तो हो जाएगा 36.26. Done, everyone? Okay, very good. What's the answer for the first one? 100. Second one? Third one? Fourth one? Fifth one? Okay, sixth one? I guess this was the most difficult one from this lot. And it was more difficult because this percentage equivalent, I have not given you the fraction equivalent, right? So how to find out? So even if we prepare for many percentage and fraction equivalents, exam में कुछ नया आ सकता है. There is no perfect syllabus for this कि इसमें से ही आएगा. So अगर कुछ out of syllabus ऐसे आ गया, तो you can still derive the fraction equivalent. 83.33 you can write it down as 83.33 you can write it down as 50 plus 33.33. Right, all of you? 50 का fraction equivalent क्या है? 1/2 and 33.33 का 1/3. Right? Now add this thing. Addition is 5/6. So this becomes 5/6 into 900. So answer comes as 750. ठीक है? Now कुछ लोगों ने जीरोस 900 के जीरोस कैंसिल करके इसको पूरा 9 से मल्टीप्लाई भी किया होगा, राइट? सो उससे आंसर क्या आया होगा? 749 पॉइंट समथिंग 97, राइट? सो दैट इज ऑल्सो वन वे, बट दिस इज अ फास्टर वे. मल्टीप्लीकेशन कभी कभी दिक्कत भरा हो सकता है. ओके, लेट्स डू द नेक्स्ट थिंग. Okay. Now the most important thing. Now many of you will be able to tell the answer for this thing right now also. Very good. Original number is 70. If I am increasing the number by 40%, what will be the new number? 98. कैसे निकाला? 70 into 140/100. Very good. That is one logic. And the other school method, 40% of 70 निकालेंगे, 28 आएगा. इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो सो ऐड करेंगे 70 प्लस 28 दैट इज 98. परफेक्ट. बट नाउ वी विल लर्न द कंसेप्ट ऑफ 140 by 100. उधर एक स्टूडेंट ने यूज किया 140 by 100. Some of you might be knowing that method, but we will learn that method again because that's one of the most important method and it will be applicable across all topics. The concept is known as multiplier. I'll just write it down. Okay. Concept is multiplier denoted by M. Okay. Now there will be two cases. Either percentage increase होगा या फिर percentage decrease होगा. दोनों का formula अलग है. Okay. M. Okay, let's write down for percentage increase first. M is equal to 1 plus the fraction equivalent of the percentage. Okay. 1 plus fraction equivalent of the percentage. So यहाँ पे देखो 40% increase है. So यहाँ पे plus होगा. So it will become 1 plus 40 by 100. आप directly लिख सकते हो ऐसे या फिर reduce करो. 40 by 100 how can it be reduced? 4 by 10. Okay, 4 by 10 भी कर सकते हो. So 14 by 10 आएगा या फिर 7 by 5 आएगा. You can use any of this as a multiplier. आप 14 by 10 यूज कर सकते हो, 7 by 5 यूज कर सकते हो या फिर 1.4 कर सकते हो. Everything is perfectly fine. Remember, this is the multiplier. So remember one more formula applicable everywhere. New number is equal to old number multiplied by the multiplier. Okay, write down this thing, everyone. New number is equal to old number into multiplier. Okay, so यहाँ पे आपको न्यू नंबर निकालना है, फाइनल नंबर निकालना है. So फाइनल नंबर या फिर न्यू नंबर. ओल्ड नंबर आपको दिया है 70. So we can write down 70 into either 14 by 10. So 14 by 10 करोगे तो क्या आएगा? 0 कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. 14 7 जार 98. Okay, so this will be our answer. Now ये परसेंटेज इंक्रीज का केस था. परसेंटेज डिक्रीज का भी देखते हैं. In that case, what is the multiplier? The multiplier is क्या होगा? Multiplier will be 1 minus. Perfect. It is 1 minus fraction equivalent of the percentage. Now everyone tell me 20% increase का multiplier क्या होगा? 1.2. 33.33% increase का क्या होगा? 4 by 3. Correct. Now remember 20% increase के लिए आप 1.2 लिख सकते हो. That will be useful in the calculation as well. लेकिन अगर आपने 33.33% increase का अगर आपने multiplier लिया 1.33, that won't be helpful for you. उससे कुछ calculation में फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. That's where you can use this formula. It will be 1 plus 1 by 3 and that will give you the multiplier as 4 by 3. Okay, so that's how you can do it. Okay, I hope everyone has written down the formula of multiplier. Okay, now everyone tell me the answer for the next one. Tell me the original number in the second question. 125 or 120? What is the correct answer? 120 या 125? 120. ऑप्शंस में दोनों होंगे. 120 कितने लोग कह रहे हैं? ओके, शर्मा क्यों रहे हो? You could be the few people who have got it correct. And how many of you are saying 125? Okay, और बाकी के लोग? Others? Now थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने एक फॉर्मूला लिखा था, याद है? न्यू नंबर is equal to original number into multiplier. That's what we have to use. हमेशा याद रखो, आपको यही यूज करना है. न्यू नंबर इज इक्वल टू ओल्ड नंबर इनटू मल्टीप्लायर. यहां पे मल्टीप्लायर क्या आएगा? 1.2. 20% इंक्रीज है. ये सबको समझ में आ गया? 1.2 आएगा. अब यहां पे न्यू नंबर दिया है या ओल्ड नंबर दिया है? न्यू दिया है, 150 दिया है. सो 150 इज इक्वल टू ओल्ड नंबर इंटू 1.2 या फिर 6/5. सॉल्व करो, you will get the old number as 125. Okay. Now जिनका 120 आया, they have made a very common mistake. They found out 20% of the final number and then subtracted that number. Right? Never do that mistake. ये common mistake बहुत लोग करते हैं. यही क्वेश्चन आपको प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस में भी आएगा. आपको दिया जाएगा सेलिंग प्राइस इज 150, प्रॉफिट परसेंटेज इज 20%, फाइंड आउट द कॉस्ट प्राइस. सेम क्वेश्चन है, डेटा सेम है, कैलकुलेशन सेम है. सो कॉस्ट प्राइस आएगा आपका 125. ओके, सो रिमेंबर दिस. नाउ आई वांट एवरीवन ऑफ यू to write down the multipliers for all these numbers. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. Write this down. Multiplier. So ये सारे percentage increase है. So multiplier का formula क्या होगा? 1 plus fraction equivalent of the percentage. Do this, everyone. Yes. Done? Everyone? You're not getting it? Which part? All parts. Okay, we'll do it together. Don't worry. Okay, let's start with the first one. 20% increase है. So multiplier यहाँ पे क्या होगा? It will become 1 plus 1/5, that is 6/5. So 20% का फ्रैक्शन इक्विवेलेंट यहाँ पे देखो. ओके, आगे क्या आएगा? यहाँ पे आएगा 1 plus 1/3, 4/3. यहाँ पे आएगा 1 plus 1/2, that is 3/2. यहाँ पे 1 plus 3/4, that is 7/4. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? 1 plus 5 by 6 that is 11 by 6. यहाँ पे 1 plus 1 by 14 that is 15 by 14. 6.25 1 plus 1 by 16, so that becomes 17 by 16. What about here? 1 plus 1 by 11 that is 12 by 11, and यहाँ पे 1 plus 1 by 8 that is 9 by 8. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. So that's how we have to find out the multipliers. Okay. Very simple question, all of you. Tell me the answer for this one. Do not shout out the answer. Calculation होने के बाद you can raise your hand. I'll check. आगे ओके करेक्ट. So आपका नाम क्या है? हर्ष. Okay, Harsh has got the answer. What about others? 200. Is it 200 or is it 40? Okay. Be careful with the question. Read it carefully. अगर आपने पूरा कैलकुलेशन सही किया और आखिर में क्वेश्चन गलत पड़ा तो फालतू में मार्क्स जाएंगे. यहाँ पे देखो, इन एन ऑर्चर्ड 50/3% ऑफ द ट्रीज आर एप्पल ट्रीज. 50/3 मतलब फ्रैक्शन में, परसेंटेज में क्या होगा डेसिमल में? 16.66. 16.66 का फ्रैक्शन इक्विवेलेंट क्या है? 1/6, राइट? सो टोटल ट्रीज के कंपैरिजन में 1/6 ट्री एप्पल के है, राइट? टोटल ट्रीज कितने हैं? सो एप्पल ट्रीज आर 1/6 of 240, that is 40, राइट? हाँ. या फिर अगर आपको ऐसे नहीं करना है तो 50/3 परसेंटेज. इसका मतलब क्या होगा? इट विल बी 50/3/100. दिस इज नथिंग बट 50/300. ऐसे करोगे तब भी आपका 1/6 ही आएगा. हाँ. ओके. सो एप्पल ट्रीज आर 40. पूछा क्या है? फाइंड द नंबर ऑफ अदर टाइप ऑफ ट्रीज. सो आंसर विल बी 240 minus 40, that is 200. Tell the answer for this one. Okay, very good, correct. कितना आया? 75%. Okay, perfect. A basket contains 300 mangoes. 75 mangoes were distributed. So बचे कितने? 225. So 225 out of a total of 300 are remaining. So it becomes 225 upon 300 into 100. Zeros get cancelled. 225 upon 3, that is 75%. Perfect. Solve this. Yes. Jamshed perform better. So first of all, find out the percentage marks for both of them. Okay. So Jamshed का कितना आ रहा है? 553 upon 700 into 100. So zeros get cancelled. कितना आ रहा है? 79%. And गीता का कितना आ रहा है? 486 upon 600. So answer is 81%. So whose performance is better? Answer will be Geeta. Okay. ठीक है. Solve this one. Okay. And what about Raju? Find the percentage marks of Raju as well. Forty. 49% of Raju. Okay. So in an examination, Raju and Neeta scored 294 and 372 marks respectively. If Neeta secured 62% marks, find the maximum marks. So concept क्या आएगा? अगर आपने maximum marks x assume किए, तो equation will be 62 upon 100 of x is equal to 372. Okay. And you will observe that 62 6R is 372. So therefore x is 600. So total marks are 600. अब राजू का निकालना है. Raju is scoring 294 marks. So 294 upon 600 into 100. 0 gets cancelled. So it comes out to be 49%. Okay, is this clear, everyone? Okay, a bit tricky question. All of you solve this. Yes. 90. What is the reduced price per kg? Any answers? ₹100 original price. Okay. And what is the reduced price? $90. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now how to do such kind of questions? Let's see. Now see here, quantity into price per kg is equal to total bill. All of you? Is this logic correct? Quantity in kgs multiplied by price per kg is equal to total bill. Now let's assume that the quantity is, let's say, X originally. Original quantity is X. Original price is Y. So X into Y is equal to 22,500. So total bill दोनों टाइम इतना ही हो रहा है 22,500. So this is our first equation. Now price, what will be the new price? Everyone tell me. Read the first sentence and tell me what will be the new price. क्या दिया है सेंटेंस में? अ रिडक्शन ऑफ 10%. मतलब क्या होगा न्यू प्राइस? 9/10 वाई या फिर 0.9 वाई. हाउ आर वी गेटिंग दिस? अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने एक फॉर्मूला देखा था, याद है? न्यू वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू ओल्ड वैल्यू इनटू मल्टीप्लायर. Always remember, whenever you are given values changes in terms of percentage, you will have to use that formula. Okay, so therefore new price क्या होगा? New price होगा 0.9y. Okay, total bill फिर से 22,500 ही है. X now new quantity क्या होगी? X plus 25. Perfect. Okay, X plus 25. So now see here, how will we do it further? Multiply करो. So X into 0.9 y, so that becomes 0.9 xy plus 25 into 0.9 y क्या होगा? 25 का टेबल याद है क्या है? 225. सो डेसिमल एक है, सो 22.5 y हो जाएगा इज इक्वल टू 22,500. राइट. नाउ 22.5 y यहां पे रख देते हैं. 22,500 माइनस 0.9 xy. कैन आई राइट इट डाउन लाइक दिस? ये 0.9 xy है, वो राइट हैंड साइड को ले लिया मैंने माइनस करके. xy की वैल्यू क्या है बताओ? 22500. यहां पे भी 22500 है. सो कैन आई टेक 2250 कॉमन? सो 1 माइनस 0.9 मतलब क्या होगा? 0.1. सो दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 22,500 इंटू 0.1. इसका मतलब क्या होगा? 22.5y इज इक्वल टू 2250. ये एक जीरो कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा इससे. सो y की वैल्यू क्या आएगी? 100. Is it correct? Now what is y? Y is the original price. Okay, original price is y, so that is 100. Reduced price is 90. 0.9 into 100. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Yes. ब्रेक लेना है. Okay. We'll take a tea break, but I'll just tell you one shortcut trick. 1 minute में इसका shortcut बताता हूँ, and then we'll move on. Okay. Now see here. Now we just now saw that quantity into price is equal to bill. Right? Now price घट रही है, इसकी वजह से quantity बढ़ रही है. Right? Now quantity price जो भी डिक्रीज हो रहा है वो कितने परसेंटेज से डिक्रीज हो रहा है? 10%. सो यहां पे 1/n लिख दो. ओके, सो यहां पे इंक्रीज. ओके, डिक्रीज इज 10% इज देयर, सो उसका फ्रैक्शन इक्विवेलेंट क्या है? 1/10. Correct? So this is 1/10. Okay, so increase is what? It is always 1/n minus 1. So यहाँ पे 1/10 है, so यहाँ पे 1/9 होगा. Okay, so 1/9 is equivalent to, so 1/9 of the original quantity is equal to this thing. So original quantity क्या होगी? It will be 25 nines are, 25 nines are कितना है? 225. and new quantity क्या होगी? 225 plus 25, that is 250. Okay, so this is the relation. Remember this thing. अगर डिक्रीज को आप 1/n लिख सकते हो परसेंटेज इक्विवेलेंट में, फ्रैक्शन इक्विवेलेंट में, तो इंक्रीज का कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग फ्रैक्शन इक्विवेलेंट होगा 1/n minus 1. Okay, remember this. So we'll take a break now and then we'll proceed later. So right now it is 4:25. कितने मिनट का ब्रेक लेना है? The lecture we did questions based on quant, we did percentage, and now we'll be doing a few questions based on LR section, logical reasoning section. All of you read this question data set, and now here you have to match, you have to do a few things. Okay, so आपको यहाँ पे करना क्या है? Read this complete thing. You have to match husband, wife, and the renovation. Okay, so there are a few couples given here. There are 4 couples. So 4 couples, that means 4 husband and wives are there, and every couple has done one renovation at their home. Okay, so this information is given to you. I'll give you 5 minutes. All of you make a table, make a matrix, and try to match the husband to his corresponding wife and their corresponding renovation. So there are 3 columns here to be done. Try to do it, everyone. So right now it is 4:51. Let's discuss it at 4:56. Make 3 columns, husband, wife, and renovation, and then solve it. Try to match the things.
13. Can I go?
Yeah, sure. Okay. What's the answer? Ajay Jimmy bathroom, Dhaval Kavita windows, Babu Monica kitchen, and Dhakal Lalita conservatory. Okay. ठीक है. Very good. Perfect.
Okay, is it done? Very good. Okay. Now let's discuss it for those who have not got it. Okay. So I have made the first column of husbands, and for them let's find out the corresponding things. Okay. Now for the time being, I have just written down all the possible names in front of them for wife and the renovations, and with every hint we will eliminate the data. So the first hint is Mr. Ajay had not recently had a new bathroom. So Ajay में से bathroom cancel out हो जाएगा. Next hint is Kavita had not yet done her kitchen. Okay. So what do we know here? So right now, as our first column is of husbands, we cannot represent this hint in the table. So we'll just write it down here that Kavita and kitchen are not a pair. Kavita is not equal to kitchen. Okay, इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है अगर किसी की वाइफ कविता आ गई तो उस कपल का किचन पक्का नहीं होगा. ओके, या फिर अगर किसी हस्बैंड का किचन रिनोवेशन हुआ ऐसे आ गया है तो उस हस्बैंड की वाइफ कविता नहीं होगी. दैट्स द मीनिंग. ओके, लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट हिंट. Mr. Babu, who is married to Monica, had not had new windows. Okay, so Babu and Monica is a couple, so therefore Monica cannot be the wife of others. So we are cancelling out the things. And Babu has not done windows. Let's see the next hint. Lalita delighted in showing photographs of her new conservatory. So इसका मतलब क्या है? ललिता ने कंजर्वेटरी की है. ओके, सो ललिता कॉरेस्पॉन्ड्स टू कंजर्वेटरी. लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट हिंट. नाइदर मिस्टर चंदू नॉर मिस्टर धवल हैड अ न्यू किचन. ओके, सो चंदू का भी किचन नहीं है, धवल का भी किचन नहीं है रिनोवेशन. जिनल हैड नॉट हैड न्यू विंडोज. Okay, so Geenal is not matching to windows. Mr. Ajay, who also had not had windows, is not married to Lalita. Okay. So Ajay, he has not had windows. Ajay is not married to Lalita. Now see here, Ajay is not married to Lalita. That means Ajay has not done renovation of conservatory. Why is it true? Because यहाँ पे ऊपर हमने एक हिंट से देखा था कि ललिता ने कंजर्वेटरी रेनोवेट की है, राइट? So Ajay has not married Lalita. That means Ajay has not done renovation in conservatory. So इसका मतलब सिर्फ अजय के लिए किचन बचता है. So therefore others have not done kitchen. Okay. Now बाबू का देखो. बाबू's wife is Monica, right? And conservatory किसने renovate की है? ललिता ने. So therefore conservatory भी cancel out हो जाएगा बाबू का. Okay, B का. Okay. So Babu, B has done bath renovation. Now, can you tell me who will be the wife of Ajay? Jinal. क्योंकि अजय का किचन आ गया है and Kavita has not done renovation in kitchen, so therefore ये cancel out हो जाएगा, so Jinal रहेगा. So Jinal gets cancelled out from others. Now further it is mentioned that Chandu is not married to Kavita. So Chandu is not married to Kavita, so therefore Chandu is married to Lalita. That means he has done renovation of conservatory. Right? So Lalita gets cancelled from Dhaval. So Dhaval is married to Kavita. Okay. So now Dhaval, Kavita and windows. Is it done? Okay. I hope this is strictly for the question. Okay. So now, is it done, everyone? So now the questions are very simple. Once you have made the table, questions are easy. The challenging part is the table. Okay. So there will be many questions. Who is married to Kavita? So Dhaval. Who has a new conservatory? Chandu. Okay. Which pair is incorrect? All of you tell me. Genal windows. Correct. Genal kitchen should be there. Okay. I'll give you 5 more minutes. Everyone now solve this thing. Now over here, I'll tell you what you need to do. You have to match the name of the athlete to the jersey number, her rank and her jersey color. Make 4 columns. First column name ka kar do. And then do this thing. Match the following. Okay, is it done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of you have done it? Okay. Done but wrong. Okay, let's do it together. Now let's understand what all conclusions you can take from each sentence. तो जैसे पिछला वाला टेबल किया था वैसे ही यहाँ पे भी हम कर रहे हैं. Okay. So see here. Right now, for explanation, I have written down all possible jersey numbers, positions or ranks and jersey colors. Okay. So let's read one hint at a time. Arpita won and wore red. Okay. So Arpita won matlab her rank or position is rank 1. So that means no Arpita cannot be other ranks and no one else can be rank 1. Okay. And she has worn red. So she is not wearing other colors and red cannot be worn by others. Let's see the next hint. The girl wearing number 1 came third. The girl wearing number 1 came third. So that means can I conclude that Arpita is not wearing number 1? Okay, because she has won the tournament or race, so therefore she is not wearing number 1. Next hint. Antara beat the girl in yellow but wasn't wearing number 2. So Antara wasn't wearing number 2. She beat the girl in yellow. Now what does this mean? What is the conclusion? That means Antara is not wearing yellow. Okay, correct. This is one hint, one conclusion. Any other? She is not wearing number 2. We cancelled out number 2 from Antara. Very good. Antara has beaten someone. That means she is not last. Right? So therefore Antara cannot be rank 4. Is this clear? Okay. Let's see the next one. Only one girl finished in the same position as the number she wore, but she didn't wear red. So that means number and position same hai. So obviously it will not be 1 1. Okay, it could be 2 2, 3 3, 4 4. Okay, let's read it further. Amla beat the girl wearing number 3 and Anjana wore yellow. Okay. So Anjana wore yellow, that means she is not wearing these colors. इसका मतलब क्या है बताओ? What are the conclusions which you get? Amla beat the girl wearing number 3. That means Amla is not last. Amla beat the girl wearing number 3. That means Amla cannot be number 3. Right? Amla is second. Why? She beat the girl wearing number 3. It is not necessary that she is second. She could be second, but it is not necessary. Okay. What else is there? Let's see another hint. The girl in green wore number 2. Okay. Now यहाँ पे देखो अंतरा का number 2 cancelled है. इसका मतलब उसका ग्रीन भी कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. डिड यू गेट दिस? ग्रीन वाले ने नंबर 2 पहना है, इसका मतलब 2 वाला ग्रीन है. राइट? सो देयरफॉर अंतरा कैन नॉट बी ग्रीन, अंजाना इज नॉट ग्रीन, सो देयरफॉर अमला हैज टू बी ग्रीन. ओके, सो येलो एंड ब्लू कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा एंड शी इज वेयरिंग नंबर 2. ओके, और क्या दिया है? सो इसका अंतरा का ब्लू हो गया. सो कलर्स आर डन. कलर्स सबके हो गए. नाउ वी हैव टू गेट द पोजीशन. ओके, व्हाट एल्स कैन वी डू फॉर द पोजीशन? डू वी नो एनी नंबर फॉर श्योर? अमला का पता है. Right? So Anjana cannot be 2. Anything else? How can we proceed? Green is number 2, correct? So Amla is green. Acha, rank be second. Why? It was mentioned. No, she wore number 2. Pardon? Number and jersey are, so why can't it be for Antra and Anjana? Correct. Now understand here, position 3 जो है उसका नंबर 1 होगा. That's given. Right? यहाँ पे अब नंबर 2 है, इसका मतलब can I say that she cannot be third? जो नंबर 1 पहना है वो थर्ड है. ओके, सो देयरफॉर यहाँ पे आमला का नंबर 3 कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. सो देयरफॉर आमला इज रैंक 2. ओके, सो रैंक 2 यहाँ से कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा, यहाँ से कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. अंतरा इज रैंक 3 एंड अंजाना इज रैंक 4. ओके, नाउ रैंक 3 कौन है? ये है. सो अंतरा का नंबर 1 हो जाएगा. डिड यू गेट दिस? सो इसका 1 नहीं होगा. ओके, नाउ 4 का 4 नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज इट्स मेंशन दैट देयर इज ओनली वन गर्ल हुज जर्सी नंबर एंड रैंक इज सेम. सो देयरफॉर अंजाना का 4 नहीं हो सकता. सो देयरफॉर 3 gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled. So Arpita's number is 4, rank is 1. Okay, so that's how we can solve this thing. Okay, now again once the table is completed we can answer the questions quite easily. Okay, so the questions are very simple. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll solve a couple of puzzles. Okay, now let's solve this question. Okay, so understand this puzzle, everyone. Very interesting puzzle. It will help you in increasing your vocabulary as well. So this name of the puzzle is Wordle. Okay, so you have to predict. It is a every day it is a 5-letter word. You have to predict the word. You can type in any word which you want, and depending on what alphabets you have put in, it will give you hints. If the alphabet is in the exact position, then it will turn green. If it is there in the word but it is not in the exact position, it will turn yellow. And if it is not there in the given word of that particular day, it will turn gray. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's start. Can you suggest me any 5-letter word? Pardon? Worth. Worth. Okay. Is it correct? Okay. WEA? हाँ. कहाँ पे? कहाँ पे मेंशन है? ये समझ में नहीं आया. पहले जो एग्जाम्पल दिया था उसमें. हाँ ठीक है. Okay, now इसका मतलब क्या है? O R T are there in the word, but they are not in the correct positions. So think of a word which has these alphabets. Short. Okay, short. Let's try. So there could be multiple attempts. Okay, let's see here. Okay, short. Now R is in the correct position. T and O are still not in the correct positions. Throw. Okay. Now throw will not be the correct because R should be fourth. Truth. Wrong क्योंकि R अब fourth चाहिए ना. Indus R fourth चाहिए ना. Worry. लेकिन T नहीं है उसमें. Sport. लेकिन यही पोजीशन होगा O एंड T का. सोचो और कोई वर्ड है. एक्सपोर्ट. कितने अल्फाबेट्स है? लार्ज. आर की पोजीशन क्या है देखो. ओ है क्या देखो. Pardon? Court. COURT. Okay, let's try. But it won't be the correct word because T is in the last position. जो हमें पता है कि वो नहीं है. But just to try out some other word, that is a good thing. क्योंकि C and U अबे हमें नए अल्फाबेट्स मिल रहे हैं. So let's try COURT. So C and U भी नहीं है. अब O. ओके ओ का भी ऑलरेडी हमें पता था सेकंड पे नहीं है. ठीक है. सो इट वाज नॉट अ गुड डिसीजन. एनी अदर वर्ड? कैन यू सजेस्ट एनी अदर वर्ड? आई अंडरस्टैंड यू आर स्लीपी बट स्वीट ड्रीम यहाँ पे नहीं चलेगा. स्पार्क. स्मार्ट. लेकिन ओ चाहिए ना. टी. हाँ टी भी तो लास्ट पोजीशन पे नहीं है. सोचो. नॉर्थ. आर की पोजीशन गलत हो जाएगी. क्या? हरी. टी नहीं है ना. ओ भी नहीं है. हाँ क्या बोल रहे हो? फोन. क्या? स्टोर. ओके लेट्स ट्राई स्टोर. एस तो नहीं है. ओ भी गलत जगह पे है. ऑलरेडी हमने देखा है. बोर्ड. BOARD. ओ जगह गलत है. सो ओ अब यहाँ ओ कहां पे आ सकता है? आइदर फर्स्ट या फिर लास्ट. क्यों? Okay, let's try one more word. हाँ गलत तो है ही. और कुछ? कैन यू सजेस्ट एनी अदर वर्ड? ओ फर्स्ट वाला कुछ. ओपेरा. ओके. हाँ गलत है. पक्का गलत है. लेकिन अभी नया कुछ आप मेट्रो. ओके लेट्स ट्राई मेट्रो. बेटर वर्ड. यस. Retro. Okay. Yes. Okay, so finally we got it correct. Okay, so this is how we have to solve this question. So with this, you will increase your vocabulary as well as the logic as well. Okay, so try solving this every day. Okay, now that's the good thing about this thing, that there is only one puzzle every day, so you will not get addicted. Okay, होगा ही नहीं ये देख खत्म आज के हर रोज एक ही पजल आता है ये एंड न्यू नहीं सेम पजल इज देयर फॉर एवरीवन ओके सो आपने मोबाइल से भी ये ओपन किया लिंक तो भी आपको यही दिखेगा ओके लेट्स ट्राई यू कैन ट्राई अनदर पजल हियर दैट इज प्लेस स्पेलिंग बी Okay, now the concept here is that you have to tell either 4-letter words or more than 4-letter words, and that word should include the middle alphabet. यहाँ पे middle क्या है? U है. हाँ, letters can be repeated. Count, okay. So count. Duck. और क्या बोला? डोनट. Now nut is not possible because it's a 3-letter word. We need minimum 4-letter words. Union, very good. और क्या? Pardon? टॉनिक यू नहीं है यू चाहिए एवरी वर्ड हैज टू इंक्लूड द मिडिल अल्फाबेट कोकोनट ओके वेरी गुड एनीथिंग एल्स नो क्या बी नहीं है ना गिवन है पार्डन इंडक्ट ओके वेरी गुड ओके स्पेशल आपके इंडक्शन प्रोग्राम के लिए ये इंडक्शन भी होगा ओके सो दैट्स इट ओके सो इतना ही है Okay, I'll explain the logic first for those who don't know it. Okay. Now everyone see here. You have to just fill up the digits from 1 to 9 in this Sudoku game. Every row and every column, okay, it should include the numbers from 1 to 9. So ये देखो ये कॉलम है इसमें पूरे नंबर्स आपको 1 to 9 लिखना है ये रो है पूरा इधर से इसमें 1 to 9 चाहिए सारे रोज में 1 to 9 चाहिए एंड नॉट ओनली दैट दीज आर स्क्वायर्स ये स्क्वायर में भी 1 to 9 चाहिए ओके नंबर्स 1 to 9 चाहिए नाउ दैट्स हाउ वी एलिमिनेट द डिजिट्स ओके सो सी हियर हाउ टू डू इट let's see which number is easy कौन सा आ रहा है क्या नंबर Okay, see here. Now let's fill up number 3 in this box. ये बॉक्स में हम नंबर 3 फिल अप कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे देखो नंबर 3 है. So therefore it cannot be there in these two boxes. वहां पे ऊपर 3 है, उसकी वजह से ये 3 में भी 3 नहीं आएगा. So 3 के लिए एक ही बॉक्स बचता है जो है 5 and 8 के बीच में. So that's where we'll fill it up. Okay, so यहां पे आएगा नंबर 3. Okay, now यहां पे देखो, यहां पे क्या आएगा बताओ, जो अभी मैंने शेड किया है जहां पे माउस है. 5. परफेक्ट. सी हियर, यहां पे 5 है तो यहां पे नहीं आएगा, यहां पे 5 है सो यहां पे भी नहीं आएगा. सो वहां पे 5 आएगा. ओके, फाइव के नीचे क्या आएगा बताओ, उसी बॉक्स में. नो, नो. यहां पे क्या आएगा? 4 इज रॉन्ग. 8 आएगा. यहां पे देखो, यहां पे 8 है तो पूरे कॉलम में 8 नहीं आ सकता. यहां पे 8 है तो यहां पे भी नहीं आ सकता. सो एक ही बॉक्स बचता है 8 के लिए. सो ओवर देयर यू राइट डाउन 8. ओके, और क्या कहां पे आएगा? क्या 5 के कहां पे? यहां पे. ओके, परफेक्ट. उस कॉलम में देखो 2 ही वेकेंट बॉक्सेस है, राइट? और 6 नंबर उसमें नहीं है. और यहां पे 6 यहां पे नहीं हो सकता. सो 6 यहां पे आएगा. वेरी गुड. सो बचा हुआ डिजिट क्या है बताओ? 8. सो 8 यहां पे आएगा. ओके, नाउ 8 के साइड में क्या आएगा बताओ? उस स्क्वायर में क्या क्या नंबर्स पॉसिबल नहीं है? क्या क्या पॉसिबल बचे हैं? 1, 3 एंड 9. 9 आ नहीं सकता, 3 भी नहीं आ सकता. सो देयरफॉर 1 आएगा यहां पे. ओके, ओके. नाउ सबसे पहले जो रो है उसमें कौन से डिजिट्स है? देखो कौन से डिजिट्स भरने बाकी है. 4, 6 एंड 7. सो पहले जो डैश है, पहला जो बॉक्स है, यहां पे क्या होगा? 7, क्योंकि 4 एंड 6 वहां पे है, राइट? सो दैट्स हाउ वी हैव टू फिल इट अप. 7, 8. उसके बाद क्या आएगा? 7, 1. वाई 6 क्यों नहीं आ सकता बताओ? वाई, टेल मी द रीजन वाई. फाइव के बाजू में कौन से? यहां पे, यहां पे 7 आएगा. क्यों? ओके, करेक्ट, परफेक्ट. यहां पे 7 आएगा. क्या? नहीं, अब वो 7 वाला रो देखो. ओके, उस रो में 3 वेकेंट स्पॉट्स है, राइट? और ये जो फर्स्ट बॉक्स में हमने 7 रखा है, इसकी वजह से यहां पे 7 नहीं आ सकता. सो एक ही वेकेंट स्पॉट है, वो वहां पे 7 आएगा. ओके, 7 के ऊपर 4 आ सकता है, 6 आ सकता है, लेकिन क्यों 6 के नीचे 3 आएगा, क्यों? करेक्ट, परफेक्ट। अब यहां पे देखो नया लॉजिक है, सुनो। इस स्क्वायर में यहां पे 3 आएगा, आइदर इधर आएगा या फिर इधर आएगा, लेकिन इस कॉलम में आएगा। सो देयरफॉर यहां पे 3 नहीं आ सकता, देयरफॉर यहां पे 3 आएगा। परफेक्ट। सो बचा हुआ डिजिट क्या है यहां पे? 7। सो यहां पे 2 के बाजू में 7 आएगा। ओके, क्या? वहां पे 9 आएगा, ऊपर 1 आएगा, 6। कौन सा 6? यहां पे है तो ऑलरेडी 8। कहां पे? नीचे क्यों नहीं आ सकता? नहीं, रीजन बताओ क्यों नहीं आ सकता। यस, कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे? यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? 9 आएगा, करेक्ट। यस, कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? क्यों? सो यहाँ पे बचा क्या है? 6, 7, 8, राइट? 6 नहीं, क्या क्या बचा है? 6, 5, 6, 8 बचा है। यहां पे 6 नहीं आ सकता, यहां पे 8 नहीं आ सकता, 5 तो किधर भी आ सकता है। ओके, so this is how we have to solve it. Okay, any other place you can think of? कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? 2 आएगा। वाई? ओके, करेक्ट, वेरी गुड। सो यहाँ पे 2 आएगा, यहाँ पे 2 आएगा, सो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? 7। सो यहाँ पे 7 आएगा। कहाँ पे? क्या? तुक्के मत मारो, लॉजिक बता, लॉजिक बताओ। कहाँ पे? हाँ वहाँ पे क्या है 6 आएगा 2 4 आ सकता है ना कहाँ पे हाँ तो उसका क्या क्यों कहाँ पे 9 आएगा यहाँ पे 9 आएगा okay so basically this is how this can be done okay so everyone will stop here for today okay so this was just the first introduction of our quant logical reasoning data interpretation okay so soon we'll start with our sessions as well okay when the college actual starts okay so we'll stop here for today see you guys next time have a great day bye bye